let's talk. Let's talk. I'm on the highway. I'm on the highway, so I thought let's just talk. Maybe it will be another good car ride talks with me. So I was in Breda. I'm going to Antwerp now, and yeah, it's been quite a morning. Woke up early, went for a 7 a.m. CrossFit class because I really wanted to practice the squat cleans today. The workout of the day was quite good, and I didn't want to miss that. And at the same time, I had some obligations, and I had to go. So I said, okay. Let's just not cancel it. Let's just switch the timings. It's gonna be how do I say this? It's gonna be packed morning, but nonetheless we can squeeze all of it in if we want to. And I decided I wanted to. So pretty much there are a couple of things that I will address. Starting with, there are times when life's obligations or our life obligations don't allow or don't allow, I would rather say they don't give us enough room to squeeze in or to put in other things that we want to do in life because of the obligations we have, and it's not like we are going to run away from them, right? So it's a matter of trying to squeeze in as much as we possibly can, do our thing, and then hustle is the word that comes to my mind. And so that's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to cancel it because I'm going to regret it. Then I'm going to just be, what's the word for it? What's the right word for it? I'm going to be not happy. I would be blaming everybody else that because of you, I had to give up, etc., etc. So I didn't want to blame anybody, and at the same time I wanted to fulfill my duties. So anyways, I went for a 7 a.m. class, and pretty much the same in life. Sometimes we are forced to choose between our obligations, there's no running away from it, versus what we want to actually do, what we really want to do. And sometimes we are lucky, we are able to squeeze all of it in. Sometimes we don't have enough time, we don't have enough energy to squeeze it in, and we are forced to choose our obligations versus what we love to do. And it's I would not say that it's more for the woman versus the men. Let's not make it gender specific. I would say it's with anybody who can resonate, who can't run away or have a whole lot of burden that they are carrying already, versus they want to do so much else in life that they just wish they could and they just cannot yet. And which is where sometimes I don't believe in law of attraction, because law of attractions, we attract a lot of things, but what's the point of attracting all the things when we are already fixated in a certain what's the word for it, life schedule and the life obligations that we already have. If we didn't have all that, or if there was space in our life, we would have already had all those things. We would not be sitting and trying our best to attract a lot of things in life, so that's another topic. I won't differ from that right now. So the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes for me, for example, it's continuing this self-growth journey, which I believe is through my gym workouts, because every workout is different. I want to progress, I want to be able to lift more, I want to be able to do it effortlessly, and there are times when I just cannot, and I actually want to beat myself down. Sometimes I do that, but after a while I've realized that it's time to look at it differently. Now, why am I not able to do or progress as fast as I wish I could? And the reason is that you have to understand that our life, everybody's life is different. The body is different. The types are different. Our food, our mind, our psyche, everything is different. And suddenly when you see people who are lifting 100 kilos and you wish you should have already progressed up to there, it's not going to be. It is not going to be. And so what happens is at times we keep on looking at them, wishing we were lifting that too, or we get jealous, or if we can't even do any of that, we will be like, yeah, we beating ourselves down that, oh, today I just lifted, like today the CrossFit morning workout. Normally nowadays with the schedule I've shifted the morning routine, keeps on rotating, that it bothers me that I've had to have a good night's sleep. I have to wake up and finish a few things and then rush to the gym. I've already had my major workout in the morning already at home, and then I'm making expecting myself to have that energy levels up high to be able to perform my best and do my best, or not even best. I would say I have a certain expectation of myself that I should be able to do this by now. And I don't go easy on myself. I'm very serious when I do something, when I pick up something. I am serious. I am not doing time pass. And so should you in life. Pick up something where you're serious about it. It's not for fun. Not everything needs to be for fun. Some things have to be taken seriously so that you know that there is no cutting corners there. And it is because of this seriousness that sometimes we are too hard on ourselves. We don't allow room for mistakes. We don't allow room for stagnation. Sometimes we are going to be on that same pace, same level for a long time until we are even able to level up. And when I see people around me just leveling up XYZ, and I'm wondering where are my efforts not resulting in anything. And with CrossFit I feel a lot more, because I believe this is one of the most, for me at least, it's one of the most challenging form of activity that I have picked up for myself. And good, I'm glad that I actually had the courage to do that. There were times when I slowed down. There were times when I was asking myself, why am I doing this? Where am I going with this? And it's not like people around me even encourage me. They in fact put me down behind my back. They actually wonder what is she trying to do with posting all these workout videos. And to such people I sometimes I just want to get rid of them from my life, because I don't need such energies in my life who only discourage me and pull me down. I would rather be alone and lift myself up and continue to be where I am, instead of getting pulled down by such people. So fighting against all these energies, against all these voices, trying to keep my pace, to keep my nerves, my goals intact. I don't wanna defer. I don't wanna get distracted anymore in life by anybody who doesn't support me, anybody who doesn't understand what I'm doing. I'm not, what do I say, answerable to anybody except for myself. And that is why this journey is internal. It's you with you. It's never you against you. It is you with you. You need you. So all those people who say, look in the mirror, that's your competition. I'm sorry. Look in the mirror again and befriend that person in the mirror, because that's the only person who's going to be there for you always. You need that person, their support. You need that person in the mirror that you're looking at. You need them to walk with you. You need their support, because nobody else is lifting those weights. Coming back to the CrossFit workout today, nobody else. Everybody's lifting according to their caliber at that point in timeline. Today I can lift 25 kilos and I was upset because I wanted to lift more, because everybody around me was lifting more. And as much as I want not to compare myself with people, I do compare. The reason is I know when I look around that there is a possibility of lifting more. There are people who are lifting more, means I do also have the possibility of lifting more. Then what is stopping me? Why am I not progressing as fast as I would like to? Is a question that bothers me a lot, because I don't have time in life. I'm not young, and I don't want my age to define what I can do and what I cannot do. But sometimes age matters, and our life factors matter. Our diet matters when you want to level up. And no matter how much personal trainer you can have, no matter how much branded clothes I may wear, in the end, it's not the clothes that are going to give me the branded clothes. Wearing a Nike, Adidas, Strong, whatever, that brand is not going to brand me that I can now lift 100 kilos. It's a belief in myself that yeah, I can and I want to. But there's a reason that I don't believe that I can. So I'm not going to fool myself into believing. Sometimes you must understand why you don't believe. Otherwise, I would have already started believing that yeah, I can lift 100 kilos. So then the question I feel is, why do I want to lift 100 kilos? Why do I want to? When I look around, when I see all those people, I feel like yes, I want to too. It's because when you see other people with not with envy but with in awe, that yes, they must have practiced diligently and worked hard and practiced repeatedly without giving up, that they are at this level today. So within 2 years, if I expect myself to do so much, there are a lot of other factors that have happened in my life 2 years. So sometimes I feel I should make peace with myself, in the sense I did my best what I could today. At least I showed up. At least I tried. A couple of repetitions were not so happening. Doesn't mean the rest were not so great. And let me continue. Because today what I am seeing people doing, a few years ago, a couple of years ago, I did not even see myself doing what I am doing today. Are you understanding me? So same way in life, whatever you are struggling with in terms of progress, whatever, not everybody wants to lift 100 kilos or 50 kilos. That's not their goal. I mean, I'm not getting money out of lifting 50 kilos, right? It's just for my inner growth or my belief. It's something internal. I have no explanation why I choose this. But whatever you choose for yourself, giving up is not an option. Showing up is more like it. Continue, because sometimes I feel money. I have strong beliefs about money. Yes, money can solve me a lot of my problems in life right now, but money was never my focus. Because if I make money my focus, I would not be doing all this, because this is not earning me money. So sometimes you have to do things in life, even when for other things that are that cannot be bought with money, that can only be felt, like this, like the feeling of the 20 kilo weight that you're trying to pull, 50 kilo, every time it's a feeling that I never felt before. And where I'm getting with this is like, today was a mixed workout emotions. A couple of moves were not correct. I felt I actually felt like, what am I doing, but sometimes I feel, am I downplaying myself? Sometimes I feel, am I doing it deliberately? Where am I going wrong? Despite all the focus, determination, I've actually, how do I say this, cut off, because I don't want any distractions in my life. If somebody is not there to guide me or support me or tell me that yeah, I can help you, I'm not interested in anything otherwise, because I don't want to lose focus now. I'm very clear what I want to do, and I want to live up to my potential, and that potential doesn't mean I've earned multi-million dollars. My potential is not based on my bank account. My potential is based on not on my bowling score, which I have actually now stopped for a while, since a while, and that is also bothering me because I love bowling. I love bowling so much. Yeah, nobody. I mean, a lot of people who know me will understand how much I love bowling. But sometimes you have to give up what you love in life for other things to come in. And perhaps CrossFit would have not come into my life if I was still continuing bowling, because bowling requires a lot of my time and energy and focus. So in the end, I guess that's my nature. Whatever I pick up with a lot of dedication, a lot of determination. I pick up with a lot of seriousness. I never do anything for time pass. I never do anything for fun. I never do anything just because, you know. And I feel if you want to get somewhere in life, stop doing time pass. Stop taking things lightly and hold yourself accountable, hold yourself responsible. Make time, make effort, cut out anything that is not needed, that is absolutely distracting. Cut off everything because you want to go somewhere. You want to realize your potential. Because if I had not done this, as difficult as it was today, I don't remember. In my entire life, I don't remember lifting 30-40 kilos. I don't know how to do a lot of things that I have learned in 2 years. In these 5 years, especially ever since I started this path of self-transformation. If I were to sit and count everything that I have learned and everything I have accomplished in these 5 years, not in terms of monetary terms, but otherwise in terms of personal growth, I think I have excelled myself in ways beyond measure, because I have done things that I have never done or never had the courage to do in my entire life, and I have lived quite a few years. So that is the benefit of walking upon this path of self-transformation. It will shift something in you, and it will make you do things that you've never done. And if I were to count that progress in terms of that, I think I've excelled myself in ways beyond measure that sometimes even I surprise myself. But I don't look at that so much, because I don't want to get distracted by how much I've accomplished, because I've still a lot in my head that I want to. Somewhere that is a downfall, because somewhere I would not say downfall, I would say I should slow down and celebrate those accomplishments and achievements. I would say they are personal victories, so to speak. I have come to realize that, I have come to acknowledge that, and I firmly believe that if you start walking upon this path, you will find yourself doing things on a fast-paced level. But you have to have that burning desire for it. Without desire, it's not going to take you, it's going to fizzle out. You have to have that such a burning desire that it will burn off a lot of other things from your life, and you have to be willing to do that, and that is when you will surprise yourself, because sometimes you don't want to change yourself. You're happy with being the way you are. You're busy loving yourself. You're busy with self-love. I'm not against self-love. I'm saying, which self are you loving right now? Is there more to that self? Why don't you first learn to explore, all the different aspects of yourself, uncover all the hidden parts of yourself first, and then practice some self-love. You don't even know who you are. That's questionable and debatable, but ask yourself, how well do I know myself? Most of the times I'm busy looking around. Where was the last time I focused on myself? Where was the last time that I closed my eyes and I saw myself only on my mind mirror? You can see everybody on your mind mirror and you are praising them. I am saying, when was the last time you saw yourself on the mind mirror and praised yourself or judged yourself, and then what happened? This is not for selfishness. Selfishness is what? When you are expecting others to do things for you. I'm saying become the person. Work on yourself, then bring out your best, and then gift them to the world. No, gift your own self, your good version to everybody now. So I've lots on my mind, but right now I will keep it short because I think I've made it a long one already. I don't know if I can upload this long video on YouTube, but I hope you got something of value. I was talking more about myself today, but feel free to reverse that and switch that with whatever you are facing in life, and ask yourself the same things that I was speaking about. Now switch that with you, and then see, how would it make a difference in your life? So I share all these things, and I go out of my way to share as much as possible. I try my best. Actually, I don't try my best. I do my best every single day to share and upload those stories. I actually brainstorm a lot. I am very honest when I speak. I speak from my heart. I'm not afraid to be vulnerable, and I'm not afraid to speak what is. So if you feel connected, do check out my Insta stories and walk with me there, because what I post on the Instagram is quite different, and sometimes I wish more people would see it, because it has it is powerful, it is valuable, and it has the power to impact people and inspire people in ways beyond measure. Because I don't believe in influencing. I'm not a big fan of calling myself that. So subscribe, watch. I've created a lot of videos over the past 5 years. When the time is right for you, you will find yourself not scrolling through each and every video and listening to them. So until then, they are there. TikTok. These are the 3 platforms you'll find me on, but I would highly recommend Instagram, because I write differently, I speak differently, I post a lot of things there which YouTube doesn't allow me sometimes. So both are good. Take your pick and walk with me. So yeah, bye.